Students, now I am explaining you about the program. So if you see here, this is storing, you know everyone. This is the declaration of the array. Okay, this is storing, and now this is very important point, logical part, how we are implementing the procedure which I explained you in the previous video. What we are doing, we are taking one variable I is equal to 0, I less than 4, because I less than 4 means 0 to 3, because as I told you in the previous video in the bubble sorting, there one always if there are 5 values, 4 comparison will be there. Okay, because the comparison cannot be done in itself all. Okay, so what we are doing, we are taking one variable min is equal to I. Min means, why we are taking min? We are taking because when we will compare, always the smaller index will store into the min variable. Okay, then what we are doing, for j is equal to I plus 1, j less than 5, j plus plus. What is the concept? Concept is, if mj less than m min, look here, mj what is j? J is 1, because j is equal to I plus 1, min is 0, I is 0. Okay, if mj, look here, mj less than m min, so what is mj? Mj is 1 and m min is 0. Mj is 1 means I am talking about this and I am talking about this. Mj means 9 is smaller than 100. Yes, if yes, so what we will do, what we are doing here, see, we are saying if it is true, min is equal to j. Min is equal to j. So what was in j? J was in j, there was 1. So in min 1 will come. Okay. Next, taking the value of j as a 2. See, mj means m2 less than m1. m2 less than m1. No, so no exchange. Min will remain the same as was the previous one. Next, mj means m3 less than m min. The value of min is 1. m3 is lesser than or smaller than m1. Yes, so it means if we are getting the smaller value, so that index should be stored into the min. So in min we will have 3. Okay, got it? So after this, what we will do, again we will take j is equal to 4. J is equal to 4. J is equal to 4 means I am talking about it. M4 less than m min. No. Okay, so what we did so far, we find out in the first pass where the smallest value is storing. Where the smallest value is storing? At third index. So after coming from this loop, see, after coming from this loop, we got the smallest value and its index. So the same as we did in the bubble sorting, t is equal to mi. Now what we have to do, look here, 2 have to store here and 100 has to store here. So what we will do, 100 will store in any temporary variable. T is equal to m0. In t, 100 will be stored. Okay, then m0, in m0, m min is m3 means 2. So what will happen? 2 will store here also. So 2 will store here, and at the third location means I am talking about m min. In m min, the t means 100 will store. So by doing first pass, our array will be like this one. 2 will be here and 100 will be here. Okay, clear? This is clear to everyone. Now we will leave this location, because in the first location we got the smallest number, because we have to arrange the array into the ascending order, then we will start from here. So in this case, when we will find out the smallest number, second smallest number, because now the current value is like this one, okay, we have to consider this array. So in this one, from here to here we are not getting any, means 9 is the second smallest, so it is in the right place. So no exchange will take place when we will apply this logic. In the third one, we will take 2 and we will compare with the 3 and 4. When we will compare 3 and 4, the value will remain same because no smaller value other than 10. So this is in the right place. Then we will compare with 3 and 4. In this case, what will happen? 90 will come here and 100 will come here. Okay. So this way, in the third pass, the whole array will be arranged into the ascending order, and this array will be printed. Okay, correct?